Now to a story you'll only see on Daybreak. The gymnast who first publicly accused Larry Nassar of sexual abuse now wants investigations of police and the FBI here in Indianapolis. Rachel Den Hollander says it's also time to shut down USA Gymnastics, based here in Indianapolis. News 8's Demi Johnson traveled to Den Hollander's home in Louisville to ask her about the allegations, her new book, and what she says still needs to happen.
So do you think USA Gymnastics should be disbanded?
Absolutely. They absolutely need to be.
It's a question Rachel Den Hollander can answer without hesitation.
Because we have given them not just 3 years since Larry, but literally decades. The problem of sexual abuse and physical abuse and emotional abuse in USA Gymnastics has been discussed for decades, literally decades.
Rachel publicly revealed her story in an Indy Star article in 2016, detailing the sexual abuse she endured from USA Gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. Now, 3 years later, she tells News 8 why she believes authorities here in Indianapolis failed her.
There needs to be an investigation into what the heck is going on at IMPD too.
She points to the relationship between USA Gymnastics CEO Steve Penny and Bruce Smith, then a supervisor in IMPD's child abuse unit. A report commissioned by USA Gymnastics revealed text messages between the two that focused on protecting USAG's public reputation. Other messages show the pair discussed trying to kill the story that USAG ignored sexual abuse claims and that they needed to body slam other sources complaining about the group.
You know, we have the IMPD who was collaborating with Steve Penny. We have emails back and forth from the IMPD, even helping Steve Penny cover some of these things up.
Rachel also faults the FBI, including agents in Indianapolis who received the first abuse allegations against Nassar in July of 2015.
The FBI agents who actively investigated Nassar, and he was still able to
There were FBI agents that actually investigated him? Because I don't think they did. They didn't.
FBI agents in Indianapolis interviewed one witness by phone before handing the case to the Detroit office. It would be a total of 14 months after the first notice before the FBI took any public action against Nassar.
The FBI didn't investigate Larry. What the FBI did was let him continue sexually assaulting children for 16 months. And I want to know why.
She also questions multiple discussions between Steve Penny and Jay Abbott, then head of the FBI's Indianapolis office, about a position with the U.S. Olympic Committee.
Jay Abbott was recommended for a job at USOC that Penny recommended him for, that he found, quote, very tantalizing after he and Penny had drinks.
Rachel says it took her going to local police in Michigan before the justice system started to work.
Everything Larry was charged for, it was all found by MSUPD. Detective Andrea Mumford is the one who led the team that found the child porn and did the investigation. They only transferred it to federal authorities to make sure he got the largest sentence possible for that porn collection. Everything that went right because of one detective at Michigan State University.
Nassar is now serving the rest of his life in prison. Rachel says the journey led to an infuriating realization.
It put me and these other women in a position where we had to relinquish every shred of privacy. There's a reason victims don't speak up. It's because they're not taken seriously, even by the people who are supposed to be pursuing justice for them.
Now, we did reach out to everyone mentioned in this story for comment on this, so let's go ahead and go through the responses that we've gotten so far.
Yeah, we're going to start with the FBI. The agency said it had no comment, but an inspector general's investigation is underway on the FBI's handling of the case. Indianapolis police shared a statement with us. It says, in part, after allegations of misconduct were brought forward last fall, Chief Roach directed Internal Affairs to investigate Bruce Smith's actions during the time in question. The department then explained Internal Affairs only has the authority to look into actions that are under the scope of IMPD general orders that were carried out in official capacities. After a months-long investigation, Indianapolis police say they found Smith did not violate any IMPD policy or procedure.
Now to Indianapolis-based USA Gymnastics, which also shared a response with News 8. Its statement says, "We admire Rachel Den Hollander's courage and that of all of the survivors in sharing her story and becoming an advocate for young men and women. USA Gymnastics also says it has made numerous changes to make sure it keeps, in their words, athlete safety and well-being at the forefront and promotes a culture that prevents the opportunity for abuse. The organization also says one of those changes includes an updated safe sport policy that was adopted in June. The statement ends by saying that it acknowledges, again in their words, we need to do and can do better for our athletes and the community as a whole.
We also reached out to Michigan State University, which says the school has been and is under a dozen investigations from federal and state organizations into Larry Nassar and his abuse. We have cooperated with all of the investigations. The university also says we are fully committed to accepting the responsibility of change and accountability in the findings and reports. Michigan State says it has apologized to the survivors and the community for the school's failure to protect them.
News 8 also reached out to Jay Abbott, Bruce Smith, and Steve Penny. So far, we have not heard back from them. It is 6:40 right